Oh, hello friends. It is Friday morning, secondary bench session. Today is Easter Friday, or I don't know how you call it, which basically is a holiday here in Sweden, so almost nobody works. And I did tell you guys I took like 2.5 weeks vacation starting on Wednesday. I'm basically off for the next 2 weeks. And yeah, time is 8 a.m. I showed up a bit later than usual, took my time in the morning, and I've been trying one new thing actually. Since I work out early in the morning on an empty stomach, this morning I'm trying to get some calories in before my workout. Like I wake up 5:30 and I try to get to the gym by 6:30 and then finish my workout before the workday starts. And that basically means I don't have the time to eat breakfast before the workout. Technically, I could chug out the whole fucking breakfast at 5:30 just after I wake up, but I cannot work out on a full stomach. Like I want to throw up when I do that. I need at least 2 to 3 hours beforehand to digest the food and then I can work out. So what I'm trying now, this morning, I took my pre-workout and then I also drank a glass of juice. I think it's an apple juice or something. It's just like 200 calories and how much sugar is that? It's like 40 grams of sugar, which should be fairly fast to digest. I should not feel sick working out on one glass of juice, but I should get that extra kick of carbohydrates in my glycogen, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. And if I feel fine doing that today, I'll continue doing it moving forward as well, especially on the week 4 where the weights are getting heavy. But yeah, other than that, I'm feeling pretty good for today's session. I'm very sore from that Wednesday squat day. Like I'm aching all over my body. And oh yeah, speaking of that Wednesday squat session. So this morning I clocked in at 148.1 kg, which is almost a 2 kilo bounce back in the middle of the week. And the reason for it is on Wednesday, after I came home and after that squat session, I started eating my regular meal prep stuff. At the end of the day, I think my last meal is around 6 p.m., 5:30, 6 p.m. I was around 3,250 calories. Like I ate my last meal, I was like, this is not enough. I feel starved. Like my muscles were asking for food. And not only that, I've been getting a lot of steps in the last 2 days. So not only I had a very hard session that I spent a lot of calories in, but I also had like a lot of walking that day that also spent a lot of calories in. So my body was craving for it, like I was crying. And what ended up happening, I mean, that combined with that it was my last day of work before this 2.5 week vacation. And you know, when you finish that last day of work, just before a vacation, you feel this, like this burden is off your chest. Now you're free for the next couple weeks. And I didn't feel like, you know, being hard on myself at that exact point because I just started my vacation, you know, I had something to look forward to. So I really wanted to just chill and relax. And I fell off the wagon when it comes to dieting. Like I inhaled an extra 2,000 calories after my last meal on Wednesday. I'm not even kidding, guys. Like I don't even know how I ate all of this. Like the protein goal was pretty much the same for the end of the day, but my carbs were like 200 grams over my goal of 400 grams. My fat was like doubled the goal I had for the day. So I ended up with 5,300 calories on Wednesday. And I also kind of continued yesterday. I didn't go as hard. I think I had maybe 4,000 calories on Thursday, but I did walk 13,500 steps. So I tried to make up for it. I was very, you know, I wasn't just lying in my couch and doing nothing. But yeah, I really needed it, so I don't feel that guilty, especially because that Wednesday workout was like, it killed me, man. 72 zone minutes I had on that day. And yeah, moving forward, I'm gonna try to keep it not as crazy for the remainder of my vacation, but we'll see how it goes. Week 4 is gonna be hard. Anyways, today, what I have on the menu, let's look at the program. So I have close grip bench press as usual. My top set is gonna be RP7 single, which is exactly the same as last week. I think weight-wise, I am aiming to do 150 today, even though last week I did 147.5. Also, for those of you who watched my previous episode, I did complain about the elbow pain I get on the close grip. After posting that video, I've gotten some feedback from different people on how I can improve my form. I also like looking at it myself from all the angles. Like there are some things I spotted immediately. Maybe I can play it back here so we can look at it together. So if you look at my top set, or this was a second ascending set actually. Like you can see, even just after I finish my setup on the bench, my feet are position completely different. My left foot is much closer to the bench than my right foot. And then you can see the rest of my body is also a bit crooked. And I got a very, very good comment from Shaminder Mundi. He pointed out that I gripped the bar differently with my hands, which I've never noticed actually. And after he pointed it out, I noticed I do it on all my pressing movements. So that's something I need to look out for. And thank you for the comment, brother. I think that was very, very insightful. What I'm gonna try to do today, I'm gonna try to make myself more even. That's number one. I'm gonna try to grip the bar the same way. And then I think I'm gonna try to not mess with my grip yet. I wanna see if I can position my elbows better during the movement to remove that pain. And I'm still suspecting that it might be that my elbows are flaring a bit, which causes the pinch. And yeah, I also got a comment from Yunus. He said that he also thinks that, given how it looks, that my elbows go out wider than my wrists. So I'm gonna try to lock my elbows more during the movement. And if that doesn't work, I think the obvious next step is to widen my grip on my close grip a bit. And then I'm basically doing a full circle here. Like when I started this program, my close grip was very fucking wide. And now I'm sort of aiming towards doing that again, but we'll see how it goes. Top set is gonna be RP7 single. After that, I have ascending sets of 2, RP6, RP7, bench press volume, shoulder press, you know the drill. Dead hangs, I'm gonna try to beat my brother-in-law again. Actually, speaking of dead hangs again, my brother-in-law Sasha, he sent me another screenshot, and this time it's 59.4 seconds. Like, he's really messing with me at this point, I think. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try to hang for a minute. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it today because my hands are, like this ring finger is still hurting a lot. And I don't know if you guys saw when I did Romanian deadlifts on Wednesday, like my hand was frozen in this position for like 2 minutes. So I'm not sure what's up with it. I'm gonna try to hit that 1 minute mark. If it doesn't happen today, it's fine by me. I'll have more opportunities, so. But yeah, let's get started. I'm getting a bit cool from my pre-workout. I've been sitting here for like 30 minutes now. And let's get started with warm-ups and let's see how that top set moves on the close grip. Stay tuned. Alright guys, 140 kg is gonna be my last warm-up, and so far I'm feeling strong and I'm feeling that the feedback I've got on my technique and the cues I've implemented to try to fix it is actually working. I'm gonna film from the front angle, which is I think where you can see errors I make or that I used to make. Pay attention to my feet, pay attention to my elbows, how even I am, also my hands, how I grip the bar. I think I've done something to change all of them, but I don't know if I fully fixed it yet. I think the biggest difference I did was when I unrack and when I hold the bar, you know, close grip, I try to engage my lats more. And by doing that, as you can see, when I engage my lats, my elbows go a bit forward. So now when I lift, they are more tucked in. And doing that movement pattern, it feels a bit, you know, unnatural. I wouldn't call it unnatural. It feels a bit different than I'm used to, right? Because I did not do it like that so far. But I don't feel any pinch or anything wrong during the movement. And I do feel it more in my triceps, which I'm supposed to do because this is close grip bench press. I'll do the 140, try to keep the technique as perfect as I can. And then given how it feels, I'll decide if I do 150 or if I take it a bit easier. I really want to do 150 regardless, but you know, learning a new technique, it takes some time to get used to it. So, but yeah, let's see how it goes. I'm gonna wrap my wrist as well for this one. I really appreciate all the comments you've been writing, guys. It's been really helpful and insightful for me. Some things, like even when I watch the playback, I don't notice myself. So it's good to have like another pair of eyes taking a look as well. So yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm grateful and I really appreciate all the comments, guys. But let's go. Let's see how the last warm-up moves. So I'm gonna walk you through my new cues. I try to set up my grip first, and I do it just where the knurling starts. That's my close grip. And like someone pointed out, my left hand was gripping a bit differently, which was very true. And I'm not sure why that was happening, but now when I pay attention to it, I also notice that I'm doing something weird. So I'm trying to do it the same now. My next cue, I move my head outside of the bench, like I started doing for the normal bench press as well. And now the third step is I want to figure out where my legs are gonna be. And like you guys saw before, for some reason my left leg will be close, my right leg will be like far. I don't know why. So now I'm trying to like touch this and then move them, or at least I think I move them the same distance, but I'm not sure. It might still be off. I do this, then I pull myself back on the bench into the position I want to start, and I set up my shoulders, I set up my glutes, my arch, and now I'm all tight basically. And this is where I'm gonna unrack and start a lift. And I'm gonna stop talking now as well. No elbow pain, nothing. Let's do 150. God damn, this gym, like every day, this alarm when someone tries to go out. But yeah, let's do 150. All right, guys, it's close grip bench press, Friday session, week 3 of the block 3. Today I have RP 7, same as last week, but I'm gonna do 150 kg, which is 2.5 more than last week. And I think I finally figured out what's been causing my elbow pain. I implemented a couple of new cues in my technique, and the one that makes the biggest difference was to engage my lats more, you know, before I start the movement, which kind of naturally tucks in my elbows more than I'm used to doing it. And that completely eliminates the elbow pain I've been getting. So I'm gonna see how 150 moves today. Hopefully it doesn't feel that hard because the movement is a bit different than I'm used to, but let's see. Easy weight. That moved exactly how it should move, and no elbow discomfort whatsoever. Guys, I can't describe how happy I am. It took me months to figure this shit out. Like I knew, even since day one, I knew what the issue was. I just didn't know how to fix it exactly. Such a small thing. Engaging my lats just before I start the descent. Problem solved. But yeah. I thank you all for your comments as well, guys. I really appreciate it. You pointed out some stuff that I wasn't aware of either. This is what this is all about. Getting better and better day by day, small steps. Let's fucking go. All right, now that I've done my single, the next thing on the menu, ascending sets of doubles. And today I have RP 6, RP 7. So it's, if I compare it to my last week, where I was supposed to do 135, 140, but I did 130, 140, due to my own miscalculation. I'm thinking another 5 kilo jump. So let's do a double at 140 and then another double at 145. Let's load down the weight. 140 kg on the bar, close grip bench press, first ascending set. I'm gonna do a double at RP 6, and then I do 145 RP 7 as well. I'm feeling super strong, and my technique is on point today finally. The single at 150 moved really, really good, and it felt really, really good for a change. So I'm just gonna continue riding on this train. This is what I really like about powerlifting. Even though you do almost the same fucking thing day after day for years, you still learn new things every day. Like, it's crazy when you think about it. It's the same movement I do every day. You would think that I should know it by now. But there is always something. Even as your body changes, you know, you lose 10 kilos, you look like a different person. Your body is shaped differently, and it affects almost every lift in a certain way. So, you know, small deviations in how the movement looks makes a big difference. But yeah, let's see how the 140 moves. That felt really good, very controlled. Let's do 145 as well. and that moved very good as well. That's gonna be it for close grip. Super happy how we went today. My form is back in check. Now it's all about putting in the work. Let's move on to the bench press. Alright guys, so close grip bench press is done. Next one is normal bench press, and I have 3 sets of 6 reps. I call them volume sets because the weight is not that hard and it's all about just putting in the sufficient volume for the week. And I loaded 120 kg today, which in my last block, this was my week 4. So the intensity is a bit higher in block 3 than block 2 for this exercise. And I think next week I'm planning to go to 122.5 or maybe 125. We'll see. But yeah, it's just 3 sets of 6 reps, putting in the work, practicing the form. You know the drill. So let's get going. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention. I'll try to do it max grip as well. I said on Monday that I want to do all my back-offs with max grip to get a bit of practice on that one as well. And I think now is the perfect opportunity. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So the max grip has been feeling a bit weird though. I feel it in my wrists, but I can probably solve it by wrapping my wrists. I just don't feel like doing it now. It's my back of sets. I think I'll continue doing for the remainder of 2 sets and see how it goes. But on that first set, I really felt it on the wrists. Let's see how it goes now. Yeah, that felt a lot better. Let's do one more set. All right, last set. Let's get it over with. That was good volume. But yeah, that's it for the benching part of this workout. Let's move on to my shoulder press. All right guys, shoulder press machine. The weight is 130 kg. Last week I did the same weight for 4 sets. The rep range is 6 to 8, but I really tried to get 8 on the first 3 last week. And I remember that third set, that was like RP 10. And I even felt it like throughout the weekend after. That's how hard it was. So today I'm keeping the weight the same, but I'm not gonna try to push that hard. Like there's no reason to do it. I'm aiming for like RP 7 to 8, and everything above that is unnecessary. It just adds more fatigue. I'm gonna try to do 8 reps, but if it feels too hard, I'm gonna stop at 6. Let's see how it goes. 8 reps on the first set. Feels good. I just got reminded actually. I got into an argument, or not really an argument. It was like a comment I got on one of my TikToks that I disagreed. And it was a guy saying that he was basically asking, why would I ever train below RP 8.5? And I answered, you know, when you do strength training, training RPA 8.5 and plus all the time, it's very fatiguing. It's hard to recover from. It's easy to injure yourself. There's just no reason to do it. It's not worth it. It's not the most optimal way to gain strength. If it was, all the other top level powerlifters would be doing it, but they're not. So I basically said that, and I also mentioned that like bodybuilders, for example, they do train RP 8.5 all the time, but they do higher rep ranges, like 8 to 12 reps. So it is fatiguing, it is hard, but it's not as unsafe as, you know, doing maximum effort weights, you know, for 1 to 3 reps at that RP all the time. And his response to that was like, that there is no powerlifting or bodybuilding. It's all about building muscle, and you cannot get stronger without building muscle. Which again, I disagreed. I kind of let it go there, like I didn't want to argue. But I just got reminded of it because last week I was pushing a bit too hard on this machine. And I'm not saying it's unsafe. I'm just saying that it definitely brought up a lot of fatigue on me that I did not need. If you look at my whole training program, I hit RP 9 and above once a month on one set of each of the main lifts. That's all I do. Everything else is in RP 5 to RP 8 range. I only train hard for one set once a month per lift. That might sound like I'm not trying hard enough, which I also used to think, but that's just not true. You know, getting stronger is not about training super hard. Getting stronger is about training smart, practicing the movement, learning the technique, and priming yourself up for that heavy weight. Because strength, it's not like a constant variable. Let's say you go out, you do like 200 kilo bench press. That doesn't mean you're able to do 200 kilo bench press at any point in time. Like strength changes throughout each day. And when you do something that heavy for that maximum effort, like the week after you're broken, your nervous system is under a lot of stress, and you cannot just do that all the time. And that's why you train this. You prime yourself for those heavy weights. So it's like riding a wave. Start slow, you get harder and harder, and then for the 4th or 5th week, you're kind of telling your body, this is where I'm going, get ready. And your body's response is to get ready. And then, you know, you're able to hit that. But you cannot do that all the time. And that's why you don't see any other top level powerlifters or strength athletes do it either. And you do that month by month, year by year, you repeat it, you just get stronger and stronger. That's how you do it. It's as simple as that. It's just about, you know, setting up your mentality to accept that. So yeah, let's move on. Set number 2. Another set of 8 reps. And this feels good actually. I really think I finally figured out the elbow thing on all the pressing movements. Like even on this machine now, I try to engage my lats and move my elbows forward and keep them that way throughout the lift. So instead of lifting like this and letting them flare, I lift like this. And that eliminates the whole elbow nerve pinch thing I had. I'm still amazed that it took me so long to figure it out. But yeah, 2 more sets, guys. All right, to add back to my talk about getting stronger, I just want you guys to know that I'm not trying to spread this like some religion or something. You know, there is more than one way to skin a cat. And I'm not saying this is the only way to get stronger. I bet that there are people and top level athletes that probably do something completely different. But what I'm saying is that what I'm doing, it's not just, you know, it's not something I pulled out of my ass. It is what a lot of people like on a very high level are doing as well. And I don't like to assert my opinion upon everyone else as, yeah, this is the right way, this is the only way. Y'all have to figure that out for yourself. You know, of course, there are gonna be other ways to get stronger and to do the same thing, but at the end of the day, whatever works for you, works for you. Just keep on doing it. It doesn't matter what anyone else does at the end of the day, or what anyone else says. I'm just, you know, I'm just against spreading these opinions like a cult. You know, like when it comes to dieting and losing weight, it's literally all about eating less than what you spend. That's how simple it is. But then you're gonna get people saying, oh no, that's not true. Like the right way is to do this, the right way is to only eat keto, the right way is to be vegan or whatever. Like I'm not saying any of them are wrong. I'm just saying that, you know, there is no right or wrong way. Everyone is different. Everyone needs to figure it out for themselves. And if it works for you, it works for you. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. What matters is that you get the results you want. So yeah, let's move on to my 3rd set. And this is the one I did 8 reps last week, RP 10. I'm gonna try not to push that hard this time. I'm not pushing that 8 one. 7 reps. Last set. Last week I did 5 because of the 3rd one, but now I think I should be at least 6. Let's see. I could have went for 7, but there's no reason to do that. That's it for the shoulder press. I think I do the dead hang. Let's see. All right, guys, I'm gonna do 1 set of that hang. And last week, I think I got 51 seconds. Today, I'm gonna try to get 60. As you guys know, I'm in a competition with my brother-in-law, Sasha, who also increased his record from 53 to 59. So if I get 1 minute today, I'm gonna beat him. And yeah, I'm gonna try really, really hard. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it because my hands are super sore. But yeah, let's see what happens. I'm slipping. 5 more. Come on, let's fucking go. Ah, that was 55. Oh man. Oh, and my right hand, I don't know what's up with it. Every time I do something with the grip, it gets frozen like this, and I cannot even open my fingers now. Like if I try to force open it, it hurts. But yeah, 55. I'm not entirely sure if it was exactly 55, but it's around that. And I'm still behind Sasha, but it is a PR for me at least, so I'm getting better. And you guys, let me know in the comments, how much can you hang for? But yeah, let's move on to my arms superset. All right, guys. Next one, arms superset. So as usual, triceps pushdowns, reverse curls for the grip, and then face pulls for my rear delts. 3 sets of each, 8 to 15 reps. Let's go. Alright guys, the only thing left on the menu is my abs. My microphone receiver died, but luckily the set I have, it has this thing called internal recording. I've never used it before, but hopefully I'll figure out how to put it all together in the end. If not, you're just gonna watch me sit here with no sound. Let's do 3 sets of dead bugs. I'm thinking the first set, since it's Friday and the whole workout has been easy on my core, I'm thinking I should try to do 30 reps. Like that would be a PR even, I think, on the dead bugs. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Ooh, that was actually easy, 30 reps. Getting stronger, baby. 2 more, let's go. Second set, guys. Let's do, what do I do? Let's do at least 25. One more set. Let's do at least 20. That's it guys for the secondary bench day. Really good session today actually. I got 11 tons of volume, but most importantly, the close grip bench press moved really good. The technique is back on point and I'm really happy. Week 3 bench press is really coming together. Like first 2 weeks were awful, terrible. But yeah, fucking finally. We'll see what happens on the Monday primary bench session. I'm still not sure what to do in terms of weight. At least the technique is back on point. I still have one more session left in the week 3, the deadlift session tomorrow, which is also gonna be my 30th birthday. So I'm really hoping to do like a big, semi-big PR on the deadlift as a gift to myself for becoming super fucking old. I'm gonna wrap it up, go home, eat my breakfast. Take care guys, see you tomorrow on the deadlift session.